The constitutional, the 10th schedule to the Constitution was enacted in 1985 and came into effect on the 1st of March 1985. And the reason for that was that at that point in time, there was what is called the disease of Ayaram Gayaram. Means that one person with one political party would shift to another political party, and there was no law debarring it. So they decided, let's have a 10th schedule, let's amend the constitution, bring about a law so that people can be disqualified if they do such a thing. That law was brought, and a political party could file a petition against a member of their own party if he violates that law. And what is the violation? If he joined a political party without being 1/3 of the members of that party in that house. So under the law of the 10th schedule, if 1/3 of a political party, say there are 99 members of one party in the Lok Sabha, if 1/3 split, then they will not be disqualified. Those 1/3 will not be disqualified under the law. That was given, that protection was given. But what used to happen was that first 10 would split. Then when a petition was filed, the speaker would not take a decision. Then another 10 would split. Then also he won't take a decision. Then another 13 would split. Then he will say it is fine. So this way the law was being misused, as it has been done, on several occasions in the past. So then Parliament decided, let's get rid of this concept of split. Let's retain the concept of a merger, which was the second ground for disqualification. Namely, that if I merged with a party, if a member said, I want to join the BJP, there can't be a merger. Merger will only happen under the 10th schedule if 2/3 of the members of that political party, in a resolution of the organization of that party, decides to merge with another political party, right? Then, supposing Aam Aadmi Party said we merge, in a resolution said we want to merge with BJP, and 2/3 of the organization, at the organizational level, they pass a resolution, then the merger will take place, right? But if 2/3 don't, then the merger will not take place. They can also do another thing, that two parties can pass resolutions for merger with each other and form a new political party. So if that happens, there can be no disqualification. Now, what happens if 2/3 agree and 1/3 does not agree in the organization itself? That 1/3 is entitled to set up a new political party, no problem. So 2/3 will merge, whoever wants to merge, and 1/3 will set up their own political party. But what happens to the members of the House in the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha or in the Assembly? Now, for that, 2/3 of the members of the House, once the merger of the political party has taken place, are entitled also to merge, but not less than 2/3. So if 2/3 agree and go to the speaker and go to on the assembly or speaker of the Lok Sabha or chairman, that look, we 2/3 of this house have decided to join the party which has merged with my own party, which has merged with another party. In other words, we are from AAP. AAP has merged with BJP, so we should also merge with BJP. No, then they cannot be disqualified. There'll be 1/3 that are left. Right? They can't be. If they don't want to merge, they need not merge. They will be given a separate status in the House as independents or whatever. Or they might join the other party. Right? Because they are not 2/3, all 100% would be there, they can join. So that's the lay of the land. This is reflected, in other words, no member of the Assembly or of Parliament can, without a merger of the political party to which he belongs, is entitled to merge with a political party. Not entitled, as a matter of law. Now I'll just read the provision to you so that you understand what it is. It says, a member of a house shall not be disqualified under subparagraph 1 of paragraph 2, where his original political party merges with another political party, and he claims that he and any other members of his original political party have become members of such other political party as the case may be, of a new political party or a new political party by such merger, or have not accepted the merger and opted to function as a separate group. तो मैंने आपको समझा दिया. And from the time of such merger, such other political party or new political party or group, as the case may be, shall be deemed to be the political party to which he belongs for the purposes of subparagraph 1 of paragraph 2. उन एक तिहाई लोगों का 1/3 people will not be subject to any disqualification because they don't agree to the merger. So if there are 10 members in Rajya Sabha, there are 3 still remaining. Right? They have not agreed to the merger. And Aam Aadmi Party has not merged. So they will say that we are the political party. We are still members of AAP. Right? And those other 2/3 have become members of BJP. Now, there is no merger of the original political parties. So how can they become members of BJP? That is a precondition under the law. So, for the purposes of subparagraph 1 of this paragraph, the merger of the original political party of a member of the House shall be deemed to have taken place if and only if not less than 2/3 of the members of the legislative party concerned have agreed to such merger. So this comes after the political merger of the political party. So the fact of the matter is that despite the law, which is clear, and I'm sure that members of the BJP at the highest level would have consulted, but no consultation is really necessary because this is a political move. It has nothing to do with law. It's nothing to do with the constitution, because the track record of the BJP has been a track record of unconstitutional means to topple constitutional governments. That's the track record of the BJP. So they're not going to bother. So, and then if the AAP members file a petition, chairman will accept it forthwith, because they act, because in India, chairman or speaker continue to be members of the House, unlike in other parts of the country. Have you ever heard a member of the Republican Party going to the Democratic Party? Have you heard? Have you ever heard member of the Labour going to Conservative? Have you heard? Why is it happening in India? Somebody should think about it. Why is it being allowed in India? It's a very sad state of affairs, no? Then you can, for the purposes of a loaf of power, or for other reasons, you switch. Now, of course, there is a far more insidious thing that is happening. Some of these people are businessmen. They have come here for reasons that are obvious, right? Now, they are going for reasons that are obvious. Well, what will happen to them? Some of them, I believe one of them was slapped around also. ED reached, right? 2 of the others also, ED was keen to do justice to them. As you know, ED always does justice to the opponents in this country, right? So ED reached, and then they say, okay, now we have to continue with our business. So they will join the other political party. They have no choice in the matter. This is happening around all over the place. Because there is no level playing field in this country anymore. And even if you file a petition and the chairman will accept, what will you do? You would ask the chairman to decide the matter quickly. He won't decide it. He will give time to the others. Then some of them will say, we want to lead evidence. Then that will go on. Then he will not decide the matter. You go to court, you go to the Supreme Court, they'll say, no, you go to High Court. You go to High Court, they'll say, okay, we'll issue notice. Notice will be issued. The other side will say, we'll take 6 weeks' time. In the meantime, a year would have passed. And then, of course, they'll say, we can't issue a mandamus. How is it? He's a constitutional head. He's the chairman of the House. How can we issue a mandamus to him? That whole debate will start. And nothing will happen. In the meantime, no decision will be taken. At some stage, Supreme Court will say, at least decide the matter. Then at that stage, he will say, okay, I will decide the matter. That will take another 6 months. Then that decision, of course, will be in favor of the party to which the chairman belongs or the speaker belongs. Then if that is in favor, then again, the challenge will be made in 32. They will say, no, go to the High Court. Then it'll go to the High Court. Then the High Court will leave time. In the meantime, 2.5 years will pass. By the time it is heard, 4 years will pass. In the meantime, they will topple the government in Punjab if they can. And then there will be a fresh election. And then everything will be over. And the Supreme Court would not have decided High Court. This has been the track record. So the chairman will not do the right thing. The speaker will not do the right thing. Courts will not decide the matter. Matter will be lingering on, right? Where do we go? A citizen can't go anywhere, right? And then we hear people from the court saying people should act according to their conscience. Where is the conscience of people in this country, especially of people who are holding high positions and who use institutions like the Election Commission and institutions like the ED and the CBI for their partisan political ends? Where is the conscience of this country? This country is losing its soul. Forget about conscience. As a nation, we are losing our soul. I mean, somebody outside this country can say, dare to say to this country that this is a hellhole. And the Prime Minister of India doesn't respond. Can you imagine? We are a 140 crore country. And which guru cannot respond? I mean, you cannot respond to a president of the United States telling that India is a hellhole. You don't have that kind of courage. What courage will a chairman have in deciding a disqualification petition if the Prime Minister doesn't have the courage to even respond to President Trump on this? You keep quiet. The way you surrender is the way AAP members surrender to you. It is the same. There is no difference. We have surrendered to all machinations of this government which are unconstitutional because we do not have the courage to stand up and say this is wrong, and at no level do we have that courage. Petitions lie for years in courts without being decided. Anyway, it's a sad day. It's a sad day for you also, because ultimately, who are the ones who can stand up and say no? The media and the court. Nobody else. Citizen doesn't have the power, doesn't have the capacity to fight the establishment. But where we are and where we are going is when the history of this court, the history of this country will be written. These will be the darkest days. I hope at the end of the tunnel we see some light. Thank you very much.
वो ज्ञानेश कुमार जी के जो इम्पीचमेंट के लिए
क्या?
ज्ञानेश कुमार जी
हाँ, इम्पीचमेंट होनी चाहिए, एक बार दो बार नहीं, जब भी मौका मिला होनी चाहिए.